Wroclaw is a beautiful polished city with one of the best town squares I have seen. For me, travel is a way to learn about new culture, its people, and history. The city dates back up to 1000 AD and has a tragic past. Its people have suffered a lot but have risen from the rubble. Our greatest glory is not in never failing but in rising every time we fall. I explored this wonderful historic city to understand its dark past and its culture. This is a modern travel guide with a glance into its past. So behind me is the old town hall built in the 13th century and then rebuilt again many times because it was destroyed during the World War II, which is now obviously a museum. Wroclaw was once a German city called as Breslau, and this was the town hall of Breslau. I will explain what happened at the later part of the video, so make sure to stay tuned. This is one of the most beautiful market squares in Poland. The medieval market square is now a pedestrian zone and the heart of the city. Around the square you can admire numerous colorful houses, one prettier than another. This building behind me is the odd man out. It doesn't fit into the whole picture. I mean, they're like really old building, and then this one. I can't believe how narrow these apartment buildings are. I can shoot 4 or 5 buildings in one shot. There will be a huge Christmas market here with lots of stuff to do and eat. In the winter, of course. I'm not sure now what they were singing, but I think all of them were Ukrainians. The Polish are really religious. That's why you see so many huge churches across the country and people still attending them. It is one of the most iconic structures of the city's old town, opened in 1457. As I walked around, I found these small gnomes or dwarfs all over the city. There is a story and a reason why these small dwarfs or gnomes exist. Each statue is a symbol of protest to the Orange Alternative, an anti-Soviet resistance movement born in Wrocław that used dwarfs as its symbol and helped topple Poland's oppressive communist regime in 1980s. And that's why these little guys exist. They're actually really funny. Nobody knows how many are there, but there are about 400 plus all over the city. So a fun thing to do is to see how many dwarfs you can actually find when you're here. I don't always prefer to walk on the main shopping streets. I try to explore the city further away from the main hustling and the modern part. I want to see the city how it was in the olden times. But be careful when you're doing that. You don't want to walk into dark alleyways, especially during the night time. So go into those streets only when you're absolutely sure that it's safe. Most of the tourist attractions in Wroclaw are very nearby, so you can just walk to many parts of the city. But the tram service is also good inside the city. So this place, Noebel, used to be known for high crime rates, but now they changed it into a hip place with cool bars and cafes. So far I haven't seen anything sketchy, but it's not the richest part of the city. You will still find here some old storefront boards in German. Even today you will see a lot of German culture still here. Most of the restaurants serve German food and are in German. But we are here to have Polish beer and Polish food. Every tourist who comes here eats pierogi, filled dumplings made by wrapping dough around their filling and cooking in boiling water. They are often pan-fried before serving. Pierogi are associated with the cuisines of Central Eastern and Southeastern Europe like Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia and Hungary. And are absolutely delicious and a must try if you're in Poland. Wow. This building looks creepy and beautiful at the same time. This is the Sentinel Hall. It was built in 1913 during the German Empire, and it's one of the 1150 World UNESCO Heritage Site. I just wanted to tick one UNESCO Heritage Site from my list. So right now I'm going to the oldest part of the city, which dates back up to 1000 AD. Now there's a bridge which goes there and it's called as Most Tumski. As I was walking to the Most Tumski bridge, I saw these plaques on the sidewalk showing the major events of the city from 1080 to 2017. This part of the city is completely different to the main city square in Wroclaw. So if you're ever in this city, then you must come to this Tumski. In August 1944, Adolf Hitler declared the city of Breslau to be a fortress, ordering that it must be defended at all costs. The siege of Breslau, or Breslau Festung, was a 3-month-long battle lasting to the end of World War II in Europe. German troops in Breslau were encircled by the Soviet forces. Many thousands died in the bitter cold of the makeshift evacuation. A large area of the city center was demolished to turn it into an airfield which was never completed. Surrounded by the Russian forces, the German army had no way to escape. Anyone who tries to surrender would be shot dead. 80 to 90% of the city was destroyed, mostly by the German army, and around 144,000 people were killed. Eventually, the Germans surrendered just days before Berlin was captured. There are pictures on the wall showing the Breslau siege in 1945. This place was completely destroyed in 1945, just like the whole city was. Most of the cities were rebuilt just the way they used to be before World War II. The big cities in Poland were completely destroyed. Only Krakow was the one which was not bombed. But if you want to see the darkest story of Krakow, then this video is for you.